Hello children, today we are going to start the new lesson from our book 2, that is comparing quantities. Here in this lesson we are going to learn how to calculate percentage and how to find out cost price, selling price. Now the third exercise of this lesson, that is calculating interest, is exempted from the syllabus. So we are going to do only first two exercises of this lesson. The first exercise is regarding percentage. Children, do you know what is percentage? Percent means per 100. We have to find out the value per 100. In standard 7th, we have learned how to convert percentage into ratio, into decimal, into fraction, and how to convert ratio, fraction, and decimal into percentage. Here we are going to revise that concept and going to go ahead with some new things. So in the first exercise, the ratios are given and you have to convert it into percent. So the question 1 from 8.1 is find the ratio of the following. Speed of the cycle is 15 km per hour to the speed of the motorcycle 30 kilometers per hour. So first we are going to take speed of cycle, that is 15 kilometer, and speed of scooter is 30 kilometers. So 15 kilometer is to 30 kilometer is the ratio. So when you make it simplest form, 15 ones are and 15 twos are, so that becomes 1:2. So the ratio of speed of cycle to scooter is 1:2. One more thing, the second one, 5 meters to 10 kilometers we have to find out the ratio. So one is in meter, the other is in kilometer, so we can't compare them. So you have to make either meters to kilometers or kilometers to meters. So it is easy to convert kilometer to meter. So 10 kilometer is 10,000 meters. So 5 meter is to 10,000 meter is the ratio. When you make it a smallest form, that will be 5:2,000. Now the next question is second one, convert the following ratios into percentage. So whenever ratios are given, ratios are always in are fractions. So ratio is given, that is 3:4. So when you convert it into fraction, it is 3/4. When you are writing the ratios into fraction, it becomes 3/4 into 100. So whenever whatever you are converting to percent, we have to multiply with 100, whether it is ratio, whether it is decimal or a fraction. So multiply it with 100, you will get 75%. So converting ratio to percent of 3:4, that becomes 75%. We'll go to the next question, that is third question. 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. How many are not interested in mathematics? So what is the question? 72% of 25 students are interested in maths. Fine. So and remaining are not interested. So how many students are not interested in maths? We have to find out. So 72% of 25 you have to find out first. So you'll get how many students are interested. So 72% of 25, you have to write it. To remove the percent signs, that goes and it becomes 100. So 72% becomes 72/100. Of becomes into and 25 as it is. Fine. So the division will be 25 ones are, 25 fours are, and 4 ones are, and 4 18s are. So 18 students are interested in maths and remaining are not interested. So out of 25, 18 are interested means 7 students are not interested. In percentage, if you take percent, total percent is always 100. From that 72% are not interested. So 28% are not interested. Fine. Let us go to the last question of that exercise. The question is 60% people of a city are interested in cricket, 30% like football, and remaining are interested in other games. So we have to find out the total number of people of that city is 50 lakhs. We have to find out how many the exact number who likes each type of game. So first 60% like cricket, 30% like football. So how many are liking the other games? So from 100%, total is always 100%. From 100%, if you subtract 60 and 30, you will get 10%. So 10% people like other games. Now we'll find out number of people who like each game now. So 60% of 50,000 we have to find out to know how many people like cricket. So 60% of 50 lakhs. To remove the percent sign, it becomes 60 upon 100. Of becomes into 50 lakhs as it is. When you do the cancellation, you will get 30 lakhs. So 30 lakhs people like cricket. The same way we are going to do with football and other games. So 30% of 50 lakhs people like football. So 30 upon 100 into 50 lakhs, it gives you 15,000 lakhs. Remaining people, those are 10%. So 10% people like other games. So 10% of 50,000, that is 10 upon 100 into 50,000, that gives you 5 lakhs. So the number of people who likes cricket, football and other games are 30 lakhs, 15 lakhs and 5 lakhs. Here we end with the first exercise. We'll go to the next exercise. In that we are going to find out the cost price, selling price and tax. Fine. So let us go to the next exercise. Children, do you know what is the cost price and what is the selling price? So when a manufacturer sells a thing to a seller, a wholesaler, so the wholesaler, when he buys, that becomes his cost price and he sells it to the customer. So that will be the selling price of that seller or stockist. Fine. So here we are going to find out some discounts also and selling price and cost price. So in the first question of this exercise, the question is like this, children. A man got 10% increase in his salary. If his new salary is 1,54,000, find his original salary. So what is given here? A man's salary is, original salary is not given, but it is increased by 10%, and after increasing he will get 1,54,000. So what was his original salary is the question. Now to find out original salary, what we are going to do? We are going to consider the original salary as X, an increase of 10%. So increase in salary, that is 10% of X. So we got two figures. One is his original salary, that is X, and increase in salary, that is 10% of X. And all that together becomes 1,54,000, that is his new salary. So how we are going to make the equation? X, that is original salary, plus 10% of X, that is increased salary, that together gives 1,54,000. So to solve 10% of X, we are going to do 10 upon 100 into X. When you solve that, you will get X upon 10. Add that X upon 10 into X, that gives you 11X upon 10 is equal to 1,54,000. When 11 upon 10 goes to the right hand side, it becomes reciprocal, that becomes 10 upon 11. When you do the cancellation, you will get 1,40,000 as his original salary. So original salary is 1,40,000. For 10% of that is 14,000. It becomes 1,54,000. Now let us go to the question number 2 of that exercise. On Sunday, 845 people went to the zoo. On Monday, only 169 people went. What is the percent decrease in the people visiting zoo on Monday? Now see, Sunday there will be rush in the zoos because children want to go and see, and parents will be free, so they will go to zoo. The number of people will be more on Sundays. So on Sunday 845 people visited the zoo, and Monday it was only 169. Now we'll see how much is the decreased number. So from 845, if you subtract 169, you will get that 676. So the decreased number is 676. Now we have to find out the decrease percent now. How many people percent wise it is decrease. So decrease percent, we don't know the percent. So x percent of 845. The total number we got on Sunday is 845. So x percent of 845 is 676. So x percent, to remove x percent, it will be x upon 100 into 845, that gives you 676. When you solve that, it will get 80%. So decrease in people on Monday is 80% from Sunday. Let us go to the third question. A shopkeeper buys 80 articles for rupees 2400 and sells them for a profit of 60%. 16%. Find the selling price of one article. So here we are going to find out the selling price of one article. Now what is given? A shopkeeper has bought some things. How many articles he has bought? 80 articles for rupees 2400. So we will find out each article price first. So when you divide 2400 by 80, you will get rupees 30 as each item's cost. Got it, children? Because total money spent divided by number of articles. If you do 2400 by 80, you will get each article is of rupees 30. Now to find out selling price of that each article, that 30 rupees article, we have to add profit of 16% on that. So 16% of 30 we have to find out. So 16% of 30, if you do 16 upon 100 into 30, you will get 4 rupees 80 paise, 4.8. So that is the profit. On each 30 rupees item, he has got 4.8 rupees. So selling price will be cost price plus profit. So 30 plus 4.8 is 34.80 is the selling price of each item. Now let us go to the fifth question. The question is, a VCR and TV were bought for rupees 8,000 each. The shopkeeper made a loss of 4% on VCR and profit of 8% on TV. Find the gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. Now here what is given? A shopkeeper has bought one VCR and one TV for 8,000 each. So cost price of VCR is 8,000, cost price of TV is also 8,000. Now selling price, when he has sold the VCR, he has sold it at loss. So the selling price must be lesser than the cost price. And when he sold TV, he sold with 8% profit. So the selling price of TV is more than the cost price. Fine. Now first we will find out VCR's selling price. So selling price of VCR at loss 4%. 4 upon 100 into 8,000, that gives you 320 rupees. So he has got 320 rupees less on the VCR. So selling price will be definitely lesser, because when it is profit, selling price will be more, and when it is loss, the selling price will be lesser. Now see here, selling price 8,000 minus 320, that is 7,680. Here it is a loss. Now we'll find out selling price of TV. So TV was sold at 8% profit. So 8% on 8,000, that gives you 640. Now here it is with profit, so selling price will be definitely more. So we have to add that 640 profit in the cost price. So SP will be 8,000 plus 640, that is 8,640. Now see here, we have to find out the total gain on the whole transaction. Whole transaction means on VCR and TV together. So we'll do total SP and total CP. So total SP is how much? 7,680 of VCR and 8,640 of TV. So total SP is 16,320, and total cost price 8,000 each. So 8,000 is 16,000. So selling price is 16,320 together, cost price is 16,000 together, If you subtract that, you will get 320. So selling price is more, so 320 is the profit. Now profit on both the TV and VCR together. Now we have to find out whether it is what is the gain percent. To find out the gain percent, we are going to use the formula gain upon CP into 100. For to find out the loss percent also, we are going to use the same formula, that will loss upon CP into 100. So gain is 320 by CP is 16,000. Together we have taken it into 100. When you do that, 2% will be the total gain percent on the whole transaction. We'll do one more sum from this exercise. Let us go to question number 9. Arun bought a pair of skates at sale where the discount was given 20%. If the amount he pays is rupees 1,600, what is the marked price? Now children, what is the marked price? See, when you go in the big malls and all, they write the 20% discount, 30% discount on mark price. Mark price means tag price. On the tag there will be price written, that is considered as mark price, and on that the shopkeeper gives the discount. Now Arun has bought a skate at 20% discount and discounted rate is 1600. Fine. So the mark price which is labeled on that has to be more on that. On that price he has got 20% discount and discounted price is 1600. Now let the mark price be X and discount of 20%. Now for discounted price, from mark price, if you subtract discount, you will get the discounted price. So here mark price is X. From that 20% of X we have to subtract, you will get 1600. When you do the calculation, 20% of X gives you 2x upon 10. From the mark price X, if you subtract minus 2x upon 10, you will get 1600. So X value when you calculate, that is 2000. So 2000 is the marked price. So on that skate, the return price was 2000. He got 20% discount on that, and after discount the price is 1600. Fine. We'll do the one more sum from that, that is 10th one. That is the last question we are doing. Remaining sums you have to do, children. The 10th one is, I purchased a hair dryer for rupees 5,400 including 8% of VAT. Find the price before VAT was added. Now see children, VAT is a value added tax. So when you buy things, we have to pay the tax to the government. Now the here the hair dryer was bought at 5,400 rupees. In that, the price of that hair dryer plus tax is added. So together it is 5,400. So we don't know the price. We'll consider the price before VAT is X, and in that X price 8% of that X is included. So price before VAT is X, added price, that is 8% of X, that gives you 5,400. When you solve 8% of X, you will get 8x upon 100. Add that into X, you will get 5,000 rupees as the price before the VAT. So 5,000 is the cost, 8% VAT on that, together it becomes 5,400. So here we end with these two exercises. The third exercise is exempted from the syllabus this year. We are going to do only the first two exercises. I have done few sums, remaining you have to do, children. Complete the sums. If any doubt, let me know. Take care and bye.